Support for Radio Friends comes from Rotary Financial, where they work to ensure a lifetime of financial security for people from all walks of life, from investment services to retirement plans. If you're looking for a trustworthy company that has the experience and knowledge to put your interests first, contact Rotary Financial, a community-based investment counseling firm since 1966. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Monday, September the 13th. We're going to talk about something that's very, very important today, and that is organ transplants. We've had this topic on our program several times in the past. I want to introduce you, first of all, to Joe Weston. Joe is with Columbia South Rotary Club, Rotary for Life.
Morning.
And you've been a semi-regular on here. You brought along someone special today also.
We're very grateful to you for embracing the whole notion of organ donation and being so generous with your time with us. We started a program called Rotary for Life in our club. We being the late Tom Thomas, our charter president, and I helped him. Tom was the beneficiary of a heart transplant in 2010. He had only a few months to live because of his advancing heart disease. And each recipient is given the opportunity to thank the donor family, anonymously, of course. Tom thought long and hard about how to address a letter to these people who were certainly still grieving. He did, and didn't hear back, which apparently occurs at least half the time. But over time, he wanted to make known in some way his appreciation for the gift of the heart he got. So in 2016, 6 years after he got it, we started talking about developing this educational awareness program, which is hard to do one person at a time.
Right.
So we decided to go through our Rotary Club. We were both in the same club, and eventually enlisted cooperation and participation from the other clubs in town, and started presenting regular programs to our members. And then we started doing it through in our Rotary district. Now we want to go further. Unfortunately, Tom died in 2017.
But
not
he
because
lived.
of the heart.
Right. He lived, 7 years?
He lived 7 years and had 7 terrific years of good quality life for himself, his wife Nancy, and maybe more important, for his grandchildren.
Right.
One of whom is entering Mizzou this fall.
Okay.
So today, and Tom got his heart through the Midwest Transplant Network in Kansas City, and today Lori Clark, who has for a number of years been in charge of their Columbia presence and operation, is with us.
Hi.
Hi.
So Lori, we wanted to talk with you about who can make donations of their organs, because it is giving life. If you lose your life, obviously you have no use for anything that's in there. Why not give it? Why not donate it to somebody else who can go on living, and a part of you then continues living?
Absolutely. And we try to make that really, really easy for our community. So the best way to sign up to be a donor is through the Department of Motor Vehicles, and we also have a website for anybody and it's really mobile phone friendly.
Yeah.
You can go to sharelifemidwest.com and sign up easily that way. You don't have to have a driver's license to sign up. And the other beautiful thing about it is it's your decision. It's your legal decision. So you are an authorized donor if you sign up to be in the registry.
Let's touch on that also, though. Even though you make that decision, you have it on your driver's license. Can your family override that if you are unconscious and close to death?
No.
They cannot.
It's already authorized.
So you have authorized it yourself.
Correct.
Are there any restrictions about donations?
Can you be more specific?
Well, can anyone, everybody can sign up for organ donation?
We do encourage that. There are certain medical conditions that might rule out a particular organ, but not all of them.
Yeah.
Somebody might have had breast cancer last year and might be walking around thinking, I can't be an organ donor ever again, and that's not true.
That is not true.
Correct. So we encourage all folks to sign up to be a donor. They may not be able to be a donor today, but their medical condition can change and improve over time. And so we always evaluate folks for donation. The best time to evaluate them for eligibility is when they pass away.
This is somewhat of a touchy subject. If you're on hospice and you want to die at home and you are close to death and the family knows that you want to be an organ donor, can you still go ahead and fulfill your wish and die at home and be an organ donor? Or do you have to be in a hospital?
You know what? I think it depends. You're most likely, if you're home, to be eligible to donate tissue gifts, which are also very important. Those would be our musculoskeletal gifts, our dermis, which goes to our burn victims, or breast reconstruction, going back to breast cancer survivors. So the folks that corneas is another opportunity for folks that pass away at home. Organ donation is exclusive typically to those that are passing away in the hospital.
Okay, so the main organs in your body, you must die in a hospital for that to happen, because the organs have to be harvested rather quickly, don't they, after death?
They do.
Is there anything else? We've got about a minute left. Anything else that you want to get across to the audience?
Well, Joe and I, every year, last year kind of fell through because of the pandemic, but we partner with the University of Missouri and the American Red Cross to have a presence at the annual fall homecoming blood drive.
Okay.
So this year, that is September 27th through the 30th, every day at the Hearn Center from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. The homecoming theme is A Reason to Roar, and they are... Their goal is 2,200 pints of blood for the entire week. So we will be there with Joe's Rotary partners and some other volunteers, just getting the right information out to the community about organ donation, how important it is to our community. We have 1,700 Missourians waiting for an organ transplant right now, and we have the ability to sign folks up at the registry, at the blood drive if they would like.
You got it. All right. So the blood drive is from when to when?
September 27th through the 30th.
Location?
From 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Hearn Center.
All right. Thank you so much for coming by, Lori and Joe.
Students
Thank you.
are a very receptive audience.
All right. Well,
Yes.
our door is always open to you here. All right.
Thanks.
Thank you. For more information on organ transplant or the Columbia South Rotary Club website, real quick, they can go to
ShareLifeMidwest.com.
ColumbiaSouthRotary.org.
ColumbiaSouthRotary.org
Yep, ShareLifeMidwest.com.
or
That's
ShareLifeMidwest.com. Okay, you got two of them to choose from. We're out of time for today. I'd love to hear from you. Something you'd like to hear us see. Pepper P, Missouri.edu. Bye-bye.